Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday full coverage summer glowy makeup routine. Yeah, it's basically this entire look right here. As you guys know, I like to keep it pretty simple, neutral. I do love my glam looks though, and I do love my lashes. But for the summer, I'm all about like just glowing. But I've been really into full coverage lately. Like usually I'm like medium to buildable, but lately like I have just been loving the full coverage. And although it's, you know, it's summer and it's really hot and humid and, you know, like we're sweating, especially for my oily girls, you know, like full coverage isn't really desired, or you know, like when you think of full coverage you're like, oh my god, like my pores. But in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to still have full coverage makeup, have all, you know, a beat face, but still be able to survive in the heat and have your makeup actually last outside, you know, not be slipping off your face. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure your notification bells are turned on so you guys are aware and notified when I do upload. And yeah, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get right into this tutorial. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I achieve this everyday look for the summer, then just keep watching. So of course the first step to glowy skin is of course having a good moisturizer. I have been loving the C-Rush Brightening Gel Cream by Henriksen, so I'm going to be applying that. You guys, it's so refreshing, it's lightweight, but it just gets the job done and it leaves my skin looking so nice and radiant. And yeah, I just love this stuff so much. So now we're going to go ahead and jump into the brows, and I'm going to be using my all-time fave, my OG, Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Chocolate. As you guys know, or if you guys have watched my past few videos, I was using the Benefit Ka-Brow, and I do really like it, but I have noticed it's like hit or miss. I can sometimes apply way too much. It's just the color that I have, which is number 5, which is the darkest shade, and I've noticed that I actually really like my brows to be more of a lighter brown, not a lighter brown, but this kind of natural chocolatey brown. I don't like my brows being too dark because it's just not flattering for my face. You know, of course everybody has their own preference, but this is just my preference, and I'm just quickly showing you guys how I apply my brows. A lot of you guys have been asking for an updated brow routine. My brow routine is literally exactly the same as it has been, but I will be doing an updated one just because it's been a while. You know, we do need an updated brow routine. So I'm just cleaning my brows up with some concealer, and I'm using the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer to clean them up. So after I apply my brows, I always have to just go in and double check and stare them down to see if, you know, they look good. And guys, just keep in mind, eyebrows are sisters, not twins, because you will sit there all day, or at least I will, try to make sure they're identical, but it's just not realistic. So, you know, as long as they look good and are very much similar, and, you know, one isn't higher than the other, then we're good, because trust me, we know it's a struggle. It's a real struggle. So now going into the skin, again, we're going to be using primer, and I actually have been using 2 different primers at the moment. So first I go in with the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I love this stuff. It's so moisturizing. And then for my T-zone area, I like to typically go in with a more mattifying primer. I've been doing this because in the summer I've been getting a lot more oily than usual. I'm not usually oily. So I use the Benefit Cosmetics Professional Primer in my smile line area, my chin area, because I have a lot of blackheads there. And I also do it on my nose and my forehead. Next, I'm going to be going in with my MAC Strobe Cream in Pink Light. And this is optional, but if you really want to glow from within, I highly suggest you using a strobe cream or some type of illuminating cream, because first of all, to glow, you got to glow from within, which means that the products that you're using as your base are very important, and you want to make sure that they have some type of illuminating substance to it. So for foundation, I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Superstay Foundation, and oh my god, you guys, if you saw my review on this, you know I'm obsessed with this foundation. Ever since that video, I have been killing this foundation. I love it. I love it so much. I love the undertone, everything. I honestly recommend this foundation. If you are around my skin tone and you have trouble finding warm undertone foundations that actually match your golden undertone and don't oxidize to orange or red, girl, try this out. Like, I'm telling you, Not to mention, it is a drugstore foundation, so you already know it is affordable, and we love affordable products, don't we? Yes, we do. After applying my foundation, I always make sure to go in and just blend, and then I'm going to go ahead and contour. I'm using the Anastasia foundation stick in Walnut. I have been loving this to contour as well. I love cream contouring. I know a lot of people just like powder contour, some people cream and then set. I do cream and set. I feel like every time I'm about to do my makeup and I'm like, I don't want to cream contour today, I always end up cream contouring because I've just realized it's really my thing and I just love what it does for my face. And if you guys are wondering what brush I'm using to blend this out, I'm using my 830 brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is my favorite brush to apply cream contour with. I love it, and it just, as you guys can see, it blends it out so flawlessly, and that is because, as you guys can see, this brush is made to buff products out, so it really blends it out and never leaves me with a harsh contour because it just gets the job done and it's nice and quick. You can use a beauty blender as well, which I do like once in a while, but I just find that it's just faster and easier and just overall a better blending experience when I use this brush to blend out my contour. I also use it to blend out my nose contour when I'm feeling lazy, but sometimes I like to go in with a more smaller brush that focuses more on those lines so that it doesn't give me a sloppy contour, but most of the time it works really good. I don't know if you guys have noticed lately, but I have been doing more with my nose contour. Like, before I would contour my nose, but it wouldn't really be like that snatched. I don't know, I would just leave it, but I don't know, I've been feeling the whole snatched look and more dramatic nose contour lately, so for that reason I go in with a little bit more to the bridge of my nose. Moving on to highlighting, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in Warm Sand. This has been my favorite concealer at the moment. My other favorite concealer is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I love that concealer so much, and yeah, either one of these concealers would be like my everyday concealer. I just don't have the NARS right now because I ran out. So I've been using this until I go re-up on that concealer. I did slightly speed this part up, but I didn't want to cut too much out of it just to show you guys that I'm really taking my time to blend that product in. That is the key to glowy skin. That is the key to skin-like. Of course not natural because we're laying around a lot of products, but that's how you get a lot of these products to still look nice and not like you actually have a lot of products on, because trust me, especially with this heat, the worst thing you can do is not blend properly. The way you blend those products on your face will literally make or break your makeup. So just know, guys, blending is key. I always say this because I want you guys to know it's so important. So after I've blended out all the highlighted areas of my face, I then proceed to do my nose highlight. I do this because I find that when I apply the concealer to my nose, along with the rest of the areas of my face, my nose contour doesn't come out as clean. It's a little bit more sloppy. I always end up having to go back in and fix it up. So I found that this way for me, it's just snatched and I don't have to go in and fix it. To set my face, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Setting Powder, and I'm using Blondie to set my face. And what I like to do first before actually going in and baking is taking a light, well, first of all, blending out that under eye to make sure there's no creasing because we don't want to set creasing. And then once I do that, I go in with a light amount of setting powder and I press that into my skin. This is key to make sure that your makeup lasts as long as possible in this heat. Then you can go over it with more powder, and that's going to give you that baking look. But you want to make sure you set before anything because that is what's going to make your makeup last. Another alternative product that I highly recommend is using the Sephora Micro Smooth Setting Powder to set your entire face. I have that as well, and I was doing that for a little bit. My routine changes depending on what I feel for, so which works just as well. Now we're going to do some powder contouring to set all that cream contouring that we did. So I'm using the NYX Powder Contour Kit, and I'm using that shade Truffle to get right into those cheekbones and set all that cream product. And I'm using an A22 brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills to contour my face. Also, I know a lot of you guys know that I always mention how bad my smile lines get throughout the day, and actually with this routine and technique that I have been doing, they actually hold up pretty well throughout the day, so that's a plus. And after that, I go in with my beauty blender just to make sure my nose contour is not too harsh, so just lightly blending out those lines. And then we can go ahead and cut those cheekbones, clean up that contour. Yeah, I love doing this. It just makes everything snatched. I know some people are like over this baking part, but I don't know, it works for me. I love it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm also making sure to set my nose because my skin has changed a little bit since it's been a lot warmer. My nose starts to get quite oily throughout the day, so I have to make sure I set that with some powder. And then I'm going to go in with this brush from the Vanity Planet brush set. I will link it down below. I love the brushes from this brush set. And I'm using this to sweep away all that setting powder. This is also a super beginner friendly brush set because it's affordable and there's so many brushes that come in it. Moving on, we're going to be setting our face now. I'm using the Pixi Glow Mist. As you guys can see, it's done. It's been through it. I really love this setting spray. So once I've applied that setting spray, I like to go in with my damp beauty blender and lightly press that product all the way into my skin. This is another step to ensuring that my makeup lasts as long as possible and makes it just look so nice and skin-like. Like, I know without a doubt this is one of the reasons why my makeup comes out looking so flawless and skin-like after layering on so many products and holds up so well in the heat, is because I press in that setting powder every time I set my face, and it just does wonders, you guys. It makes the biggest difference. So now moving on to the eyes, we're gonna go back to the skin in just a minute, but we're gonna go ahead and prime our eyes. I'm using the Too Faced concealer and this A6 brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. As you guys can see, it has a lot of concealer on it. This is the brush I use to blend out my concealer or like eye primer, and then I'm gonna go in with this A12 brush and just set that with some translucent setting powder. And then we're gonna go on to applying our eyeshadow. So I'm gonna be using the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this palette so much. There are a lot of similar colors that you guys can use to this. You don't have to use this palette. So the first shade I'm going to be using is Orange Soda. As you guys can see, it's very, very natural. And I'm going to apply that all over my eyelid, my crease, everything. Then the next shade I'm going to be going in with is Burnt Orange, and I'm going to be doing the exact same thing. I like to focus this one more throughout the crease, and then I drag it onto the lid. And yeah, I'm also showing you guys the second brush that I'm using. Most of the time when I'm doing my everyday look, I actually just stick to one brush because it's really not that serious. You don't need to use more than one brush for 2 transition shades, you know. And again, you guys don't need this exact palette or these exact shades. Anything that's like a soft brown with a slight red tone to it is perfect for this type of natural look. Moving on to mascara, I'm going to use my Bad Gal Bang mascara from Benefit Cosmetics, and then we are going to be applying lashes. You don't have to apply lashes, but if you guys know me, you know I love my lashes. I gotta have my lashes. So I'm going to be applying these Stush extension lashes in the style Envy with my Duo Lash Glue, and I do have a very in-depth detailed video on how to apply lashes, everything, prep, tools, and all that stuff. So I will link that video somewhere on the screen so you guys can go check that out. This next step I don't always do, but if I do want to add a little bit more to the eye look, I just go in with that same burnt orange shade and add it to my bottom lash line. And then I'm going to go ahead and set my brow bone where that concealer is from cleaning up my brows with some powder. I'm just using Orange Soda from the same palette to set it, or you can use translucent setting powder. Then we're going to move on to bronzing. I'm using the Benefit Cosmetics Huda bronzer and this A19 brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills to apply my bronzer. This is currently my favorite brush to apply bronzer with. I also just wanted to let you guys know, if you guys remember that breakout that I had all over my face, that terrible rash, I actually got it again, and I got it 3 days before my birthday. I did film my birthday get ready with me, but my skin is terrible, you guys. I don't even encourage anybody to put makeup on when their skin is going through things like that. So once my face fully heals, then I can get back to doing more videos. So yeah, just in case you guys are going to be wondering after this why I have not been posting a lot of makeup videos, it's because I'm trying to get my skin back to normal. So pray for me, guys. Let's just hope that it doesn't take 3 weeks or a month for it to go away this time. But as you guys can see, I went ahead and set my face again with that Pixi Glow Mist, and then I'm doing the same thing and pressing it into my skin. And for highlighting, these are my 2 current favorite highlighters at the moment, the Fenty Beauty in Hustle Baby or the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in Golden Flower Crown. As you guys can see, they're very similar. So today I decided to use the Fenty Beauty one in Hustler Baby, and as you guys can see, it's just beautiful. And I've been chilling a little bit with the highlight. I used to go crazy, but you know, sometimes less is more and more flattering. And then I'm going to do the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose, you want to make sure you don't go OD with it, because it can actually make the tip of your nose look like a light bulb and look a lot bigger than it actually is. To top off my everyday eye looks, I love going in with an inner corner highlight. It's like the cherry on top for me. So I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in Golden Flower Crown. And I'm also going to use that same highlighter to highlight my brow bone. As much as I love brow highlight, I hate when it gets into the hairs and it just messes up the shape. I take the shape of my brows very seriously. Any little mess up or smudge, I have to go back in. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my mascara to my bottom lashes. This is a must for me. I feel very naked without mascara on my bottom lashes. So for my blush, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Blush Trio in Peachy Love, and I'm going to be mixing Ginger and Miami and just be applying that to my cheekbones and blending it into my contour. It's crazy because a little bit over a year ago, I used to be scared to use blush, and now I cannot get enough of these like peachy tones. I just love it. Moving on to the lips, if you have dry, cracked lips like me, then you know better than to apply any lip products before applying a Blistex, Carmex, or anything like that. You need to moisturize your lips. Then I'm going to go in with my NYX Brown Cafe lip liner. If you're an OG subscriber, then you guys know this was my favorite lip liner ever. And then for lips, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Matte Lipstick in Peachy. Honestly, guys, for everyday looks, I actually don't use the same exact lip products. They're typically like, you know, around the same shade. They're like peachy nudes, or like pinks. It really just depends on my mood that day, but a lot of the times I do this lip combo. And then after I apply the peachy lipstick, I actually go in with the Anastasia lip gloss in Terra, and this is gonna give it like a nice little reddish brown tint to it, which I love. And then because it's very pigmented, I only use a light amount. And then I'm gonna go in with the MAC and Patrickstarrr lip gloss in Mamastarrr. This is from their spring collection, and I use this in the review that I did on that collection as well. This gloss is gorgeous. It's like a clear pink with some sparkles in it. You don't really see the sparkles in it a lot, but I really like this lip gloss. And then to finish off the look, I am going in with the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray, and I'm going to spray that all over my face. It looks like I'm spraying a lot, but it actually comes out more like a mist, so it's really not that much liquid going onto my face. And then I'm going in with my beauty blender just to dab that product out, because if you don't blend that out, it's going to leave tiny little sparkles. As you guys can see, it'll leave sparkles all over my face, and we don't want that. If you have wild brow hairs like I do, then I do recommend setting your brows with some brow gel. I'm using a clear one. This one's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And yeah, guys, that is actually the finished look. And look how glowy, look how flawless. What filter? I'm playing, but yeah, ever since I started doing this technique with my makeup, I've seen the biggest difference, and I've been getting a lot of compliments on my makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!